So I've been thinking, and the main issue with this cycle that we have collectively gone through is cutting off the connection to spirit, to the source, because all these programs run off artificial intelligence. It's that quantum AI computer that we are filled with those nanites of the quantum AI computer. And when I come to a place like this, it's trees, and I walk around the neighborhood. It's a lot of trees. It's a lot of natural elements. And I don't see people tapped into this energy at all. The way that this system runs is off um, energy that is a parasite. It's a life force draining system. And when I started to notice this, I've purposely put in the effort to detach myself as much as I possibly can from this AI quantum computer, uh, the life force training system. And I'm getting to the point where I'm looking to create a point of no return scenario where I don't have to be part of this. I can detach, I can unplug the cords that have put me inside of this AI quantum computer. And I'm gonna get all of these nanites out from this Babylonian life force training system, so I can return to Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, the natural source, and get all of my energy from there, where it flows freely, where we're operating at a higher frequency, and you can reach the higher dimensions by doing this. You have to be tapped in. You have to not just look at a tree and be like, oh, like whatever. You need to feel your connection to it. And most people, when they walk by trees and they just go outside, they don't understand the essential properties of nature. They don't feel that connection, and they just go about their day-to-day lives. Go to work. Drive to work. Um, Eating processed, unnatural foods. Getting into toxic relationships, taking toxic vaccinations, um, absorbing toxic energy, breathing in polluted air, getting frustrated, having resentment, having energy drained from them, draining from other people. This is not balance. This is toxic. Even like the transportation we use, the airplanes, the cars, even the way it sounds. I hear the airplane flying in the background. I'm like, this is not good because it emits a frequency that is toxic, that drains from you. It's a frequency that a lot of these cars, even a lawnmower over there, I hear. All of these frequencies are draining. They drain. They don't give you anything. They take. And this is why I'm detaching more and more, and I'm at the point now where I'm getting ready to unleash all of the nanites from this AI quantum computer completely out of me, so I can completely connect just with the source itself. And I won't. I don't care what my family or friends do, because I'm not going to be associating with anything relating to this AI quantum computer, the life force training system. And I keep repeating it, but I don't see many people tapped into these trees, the pine trees, the evergreen trees, and this is abundant. This Babylonian system, this Roman ideology, um, it makes it so that you feel like you need to pay or give something for what is freely provided. Like you have to be a slave, and they poison all the resources too, and they make you pay for it. When in reality, it should be clean and it should be fresh energy, and it's freely given, and it's give and take. It's not just take. And it's not being a parasite. Everyone's working in harmony and under this system. So I recommend you get under the Mother Gaia natural Earth system and receive those nanites. because this is getting very serious. It's very real, and I take this stuff very seriously. It's not a fucking joke. I don't go to the Chicago Cubs games and eat hot dogs and brats and fucking, processed food. I don't drink beers. I don't just fuck around and just, go to these festivals and take all this Molly and drugs and fucking acid, like 5 tabs of acid. Like, I do everything naturally now. It's just the way it has to be. I strive for the most natural elements I could possibly perceive. And people who, even your own family and friends, like if you're living a natural life and detach yourself from this stuff, they're not going to understand it. They're going to question you and they're going to think that it's weird. But I'll come back at them and say, fuck you, because if you're going to try to take me away from that natural element, then I'm going to say fuck you. But if you don't, I'm not going to say fuck you. Because there's no reason why nature should be taking away from you. There's no reason why you should be not receiving the nature's elements. They shouldn't be suppressed. They shouldn't be where you can't have access to it. You shouldn't be forced upon this AI quantum computer where you're not tapped into the natural elements, where it doesn't make any sense. Why you have to ask yourself, why are you tapped into this life force training system, the systems that you do, taking the train, the L. It's life force training. When you step on it, it doesn't give. You feel the energy, you feel the frequencies of that train. It's draining. Any kind of transportation, I told you, all these modes of transportation are fucking toxic. In the new earth, you're gonna have frequencies of transportation that are pure sound, that is healing, that it doesn't strip away from the natural resources, the natural oil. And this is urgent, and it's I had heard that cicadas were screaming. This was a warning that the gates of hell are opening, and if you are not for this natural situation here on Earth, if you are not for balance, if you're being a parasite, it's not gonna fucking work. And I'm not fucking around. That's why I'm saying the word fuck, because I'm fucking pissed, fucking furious that this happened, that we had to pay for water, that we had to have our water poisoned, that we had to have our food poisoned, that we were forced to pay for food that's naturally grown, that there have been these parasites, these draconians, this draconian rulership that has seized all the natural resources, flipped it around, charged us for toxic transportation, poisoned all the natural resources, forced people to work 12 hours a day as slaves, and then forced them to overcharge them for poisoned shit. So I'm furious about it, and I'm getting ready to release all of the toxic nanites from this AI quantum computer. And I've already been going out in nature under these pine trees, connecting, but it's only this just keeps building, and now it's gonna hit hard. It's gonna keep really fucking building, and it's no joke right now. Be natural. This Babylonian system it's not there. It's been done since this lockdown started. The corona virus. They call it the coronavirus because it's destroying this artificial intelligence that's just draining. It has no backbone. It's fucked. Like there's no fucking thing it can do. It has no backbone. You're the fuel that runs this, and I'm just, yeah. It's over. Like I'm not giving it any more of its fuel. I don't know how I personally got trapped under this AI quantum computer, but it happened somehow. But now I'm releasing it, so I'm saying fuck you to the AI quantum computer and fuck off. Like, I'm fucking done, and it's fucked. It's karma. Like if you try to fuck with somebody, it's gonna come back to you. So whoever implemented this system, it's coming back to them. Like it's just the law of karma. So that's something I needed to get off of my chest, and I highly suggest and I urge you all to, you know, share this message. Understand that you should be getting off of this life force training system. We should be creating natural energy. I told you that the transportation, all these things that we use are going to be not life force draining. That's going to build us up, and it's just going to be sharing. And this Babylonian system fucking hates that, and good for them. They should be hating it. They should be crying. 'Cause fuck them. If they want to enslave people, they want to make people miserable, then fuck them. Straight the fuck up. They should be crying until they fucking learn. Fuck you. So, I feel like I could fucking scream. I'm fucking furious. Yeah. It's over. Rome is done. The corrupt Rome. The corrupt Babylon. This AI quantum computer. Get the fuck out of here.